Congress recently passed House Resolution 1, a significant bill that fundamentally alters the US's regulation of digital assets. This is a huge and important event for the world of cryptocurrencies. People are hailing this broad new law as a pivotal moment that will introduce fresh ideas and opportunities to the entire crypto industry. The Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, no longer has any control over cryptocurrencies because of this law. It also gets rid of the SEC's controversial crypto enforcement section. The move comes after years of heated debate and more pressure from leaders and supporters in the business, not just for Ripple and XRP, but for the whole crypto community that has long pushed for clear and fair rules. The legislation is a huge win. A lot of people think that the legislation is a long overdue step toward making investors and the public trust digital assets again. The bill gives control to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, which has a history of being more favorable to and better ready to handle digital assets that are classified as commodities. People believe this change will enhance market stability and clarity. The CFTC's first official act under its new authority is to label XRP a commodity. This decision solidifies its standing and clears up the legal questions that have been hanging over its future for years. The choice has already made people in the crypto world feel hopeful. Picture the image to help you understand how important this moment is. Major news sources, such as CNN, are airing special shows with the headline, "Congress Defangs SEC in Landmark Vote." This picture represents a huge change in not only the rules for regulation, but also the balance of power in the crypto space. In the world of cryptocurrencies, the SEC has been successfully neutralized by its strict regulation through enforcement tactics, which it has been criticized for a long time. The bill is a fresh start for lawmakers. It moves crypto regulation out of a confusing and punitive gray area and into a clear, organized framework that the CFTC will keep an eye on. That's not all this win is about: new rules. It demonstrates the strength and unity of people who unite for a common cause. This victory is the culmination of years of advocacy, action, and persistent campaigning by groups such as the XRP Army, who persevered despite seemingly overwhelming odds. Letters, calls, and social media campaigns from regular people to Congress had a giant impact on this outcome, showing that every voice does count. Over the past few years, people who support XRP have fought back against governmental overreach, demanding fair treatment and clarity and staying firm in their beliefs. Their work, along with politicians' growing knowledge of the need to encourage innovation instead of stifle it, helped House Resolution 1 get through Congress and into the public eye across the country. This bill is a sign of how powerful organized community action and political participation can be. The outcome is proof that a committed, well-informed group can really change the world for the better, inspire others, and have an effect on national policy. For months, the fight between the SEC and the CFTC has been all over the crypto news. As these two strong agencies have fought for control over crypto oversight and enforcement, the industry has been sparked by heated discussion and uncertainty over their different approaches. People have often seen the SEC's strict approach as a hindrance to new ideas, making investors, developers, and companies nervous. Many people in the crypto community think that the SEC's moves have slowed down growth and made it harder to understand the rules. The CFTC's attitude, on the other hand, is more in line with encouraging new ideas while keeping the market honest. People in the industry usually see the agency as more willing to talk and work with them. House Resolution 1 finally clarifies these roles, establishing the CFTC as the definitive regulator of digital assets classified as commodities. People think that this move will give the market much-needed direction. The bill is part of a larger congressional movement that includes the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act. The goal of this movement is to make the United States a smart place for new technologies and digital assets. The legislation is especially big news for people who use XRP. When XRP was labeled as a commodity, the SEC's case, which had been a constant threat to its price and use for years, was taken away. Now that there is no longer any regulatory risk, big investors can finally put their money in without worrying about being punished. This makes it possible for pension funds, hedge funds, and other big financial institutions to use it on a large scale. There is more liquidity than ever before, and many experts think that XRP's price could go through the roof as exchange listings come back with a vengeance. That's not the end of the political effects. There are rumors going around that SEC Chair Gary Gensler has offered his resignation after the bill was passed. The victory is not only the end of a person's life, but also the end of a time of fear and doubt in the crypto world. People in the community are already enjoying this event because they see it as a win for freedom, innovation, and fair regulation. What does this mean for people who own XRP and the crypto market as a whole? Eliminating governmental overhang can address a significant barrier to growth. Exchanges that removed XRP from their lists or restricted trading due to SEC pressure should promptly reinstate it. There will be new financial goods like XRP-backed ETFs, futures, and options that make investing and getting cash easier. The price is likely to hit new highs, possibly even goals that were previously unimaginable, as more people and institutions get involved. Furthermore, since the CFTC will be responsible for regulation, things will probably become clearer and easier to plan for. The CFTC knows how to control digital assets in a practical way because it has experience with futures markets for commodities like gold, oil, and commodities. This involves finding a balance between protecting consumers and fostering new ideas. This clarity will help not only XRP, but also the whole ecosystem of digital assets by letting startups, investors, and coders participate without worrying about being punished unfairly. The victory of the XRP army shows that organized, persistent lobbying can change the rules. Other crypto groups should use this success to get involved in politics, advocate for fair rules, and protect the interests of all digital asset users globally. As this historic change unfolds, owners of XRP should closely monitor new laws, regulatory comments, and market reactions. From now on, the focus will move from legal battles to new technologies and their use. Ripple is actually in a fantastic position to take advantage of this new situation. It is speeding up partnerships, growing its payment network, and really working for widespread acceptance. To sum up, the passing of House Resolution 1 is a major turning point in the history of crypto. A regulatory structure that understands and welcomes the unique nature of digital assets will replace the SEC's harsh crypto enforcement methods. For XRP and its loyal community, this victory isn't just a legal win, it's also proof of their years of faith and hard work. It's easy for rapid growth, new financial products, and broad use to happen. Have a party, tell your friends about this win, and get ready for a new era in finance where innovation, clarity, and community empowerment really shape the future. People all over the world are now listening to the XRP army. Please keep in mind that I am not a licensed financial planner. The information in these movies is only meant to be entertaining. Before making any financial decisions, I always tell my viewers to do their own study and talk to professionals. Thanks for listening. Please give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to click the follow button if you liked it. Also, make sure the alerts are on so you know right away when I post something new. In the next movie, I can't wait to catch up with you. Be careful.